Hey guys, it's Wednesday evening here in Manila, so you know what time it is. It's time for us to do our chase car unboxing video. And tonight's episode, I have an added bonus. I brought back some of our older chase cars we unboxed from a couple of months ago. These I didn't even put in our 100th episode because I was holding them back for this video. These are all from M2 Machines Driver Series. It's the series with the chase cars with the colored tires and the white trim. One of my favorites, like chase cars, because I love these colored tires. And this is a look at all of their first Mopars except for one. And I'll go over like different releases and so of at least the first 15 or 20. But I only have 7 cars to show you guys. So we're going to start with a couple of loose ones before we get into our unboxing. So the first Driver Series chase car M2 ever released was a 69 or 70 Boss 429 Mustang, and it was red with all white trim, red tires, white wheels, and such. Number 2 was the 383 CUDA, and that is this guy here, which we unboxed him a couple months ago with the 71 Charger, which I will show you in just a second. So this was released too. So this is your second driver's chase car ever released, and it is the first Mopar driver's chase car ever released. So very cool. Love these red tires. Love the red trim, or white trim. So very cool looking chase piece. Now, number 3 was a 66 Nova, also done in red with white trim and such. Number 4 was a 71 Charger RT Hemi car. So as you can see, it was a kind of a modded car because it's 528 Hemi, so that is a stroked board and stroked Hemi, so it's not stock, that's for sure. But also same thing, red, white trim, white wheels, red tires, which once again really dig the red tires. And then they switched colors on us. Actually, when I first found these and seen these, I thought it was just going to be red cars with white trim because all the like Auto-Thinix, Detroit Muscle cars were black with gold trim. So I thought that was going to be the trend with these. And then at first they didn't have super chases of these cars of this series. They did with the Detroit Muscle and Auto-Thinix, but I was kind of just thinking that this was going to be it, red with white trim. Then Release 5 came out, which this is one we're unboxing today. They switched it up. They went to blue instead of red. Everything else stayed the same, like they did colored tires, but just now they're blue tires and a blue metallic finish. Still yet white wheels, white interior, and so on. Let's get this guy out so we can get a better look at him. And let me get a screwdriver. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot the screwdriver. And done that before. Usually try to prepare everything, and then sometimes I forget to put the screwdriver on the table. So, anyways, let's get him out, and he is still screwed to the base, as you can see. Nice metallic blue on this car, too. I really like this blue. And then they ran the blue with white trim for 5 cars this time instead of 4. And on an average nowadays, you can say that they're doing 4 to 5 cars in each color. Then they do repeat colors and such now, but anyways, let's get this guy out and I'll explain some more details to you. So very cool 57 Chrysler 300, and actually we could see the Auto Projects Chrysler 300 down there. And as I said, like, they may have had a casting where it did have an opening hood, which this one did, but it's sealed shut or screwed down for this series. No detailed engine, nothing like that. and then no opening doors, whereas that one down there does have opening doors. Actually, it has a missing door because that was part of the auto projects, but that's a different video. Anyways, as you can see, really cool car, all white trim as usual, white wheels, and the color matched tires, the blue tires, which are really cool. So this was release 5. So I've told you about the first 5. And as I said, they carried this for 5 cars. Now the next 3 I will tell you about, I don't know the exact releases, but you had a 1957 Chevy Bel Air, a 1958 Impala, and a 1966 Corvette that made up 6, 7, and 8. Then the last of the blue with the white trim, release 9, is this guy here. The 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner 383. Pretty cool looking car in the blue, and then instead of having a blacked out hood, they did a white hood, which is pretty cool. Let's get him out, get a better look at him too, and then we'll move on to the next color. So, I haven't gotten any of the other cars. All I was targeting were Mopars. So I will someday start accumulating some of the Chevys and Fords and so on. But for right now, I was just looking to get Mopars. So that's why I have all these first Mopars. So these are your first 4 out of the top 10 were Mopars. 1 Ford, and then the rest were Chevys. So it's quite a few Chevys, 5 Chevys altogether. So here's the Roadrunner. Actually, I can't say that. I don't know what number 10 was. That's when they switched colors. So it could have been a Ford, not sure. Could have even been a Mopar. But anyways, this one really has heavy metal flake compared to the Chrysler 300. The Chrysler 300 does have metal flake, but the Roadrunner, they went heavy with the metal flake. It looks like something from the 1970s ISCA show car circuit or something. So really cool looking. I really dig these cars. Oh yeah, and I didn't point out, but you guys probably seen, all of them have white interior too. So, still all the really cool details of all the other M2 cars, just kind of like in that white prototype looking finish, white plastic bumpers, your white grille, white hood, white interior, kind of plain looking, but then it has this metallic paint and these blue rubber tires to set everything off. So really cool wheel and tire combination. Love to see this on just a blacked out Roadrunner with black tires and chrome 5-spokes like that. That would look pretty slick. So this was your release 9. The last of the blue. Then we had green. And as I said, I don't know exactly what release 10 was. This actually could have been release 10, but I've lost the box, or can't say I misplaced the box. But this is your next color, a metallic lime green. And then white interior and white trim, white wheels, green tires. And at this point, I kind of put 2 and 2 together and figured out that they were going to start doing these in groups of 5. So anyways, this car, well, this color ran for the Daytona. There's a second Mopar which I'm missing, still looking for that one. And it is a 66 Charger. And in between, they had a Studebaker pickup truck, the 52 Studebaker, I think it is. They had a 68 Firebird, and then they also had a custom 49 Merc that was this green and it had white flames, which is pretty cool too. So this is your first Driver Series Dodge Daytona ever released. So I have a lot of first appearances by this guy in a lot of their series. I have the Detroit Muscle, first Super Chase of him. Then I don't have his first regular appearance. That was in R4, release 4, and it had a Pro Touring look like this. I have his first stock appearance, which I think was like release, I don't know, 6, 7, something like that. But anyways, yeah, trying to get all of their chase Daytonas, at least the early ones. The newer ones, it doesn't really matter. The raw stuff, if I can't find it like at SRP on the pegs, I'm probably not going to pay like 150, 200 bucks for a raw car, unless it's something really out of this world. The new Hearst one is pretty cool, but still I can't justify a $150 or 200 bucks for that car. Chrome ones, yes. Ones without paint, probably not. But that's my own personal perspective on the chase stuff. But this is really cool in this green. So your first ever driver's Daytona. So, as I kind of told you, all the lineup of the green ones. Then came pink. And then the pink was also another Dodge Daytona. There may have been a Roadrunner, which I believe there was. I don't have it either. This is the last driver's car that I have in the early releases of a Mopar. So this is your second rendition of the Dodge Daytona in the driver series with the pink. And this one was actually pretty cool. I do like the white 5-spokes, the big pink tires and such. It looks really good. They've done pink a couple of times, and actually the Dodge Daytona appeared in both lineups as pink. There was actually a pink with white flames. There's the pink with the black tail stripe. Then I think there's a pink one with a white tail stripe. There's a yellow one with a white tail stripe. And so on. There's a bunch of Dodge Daytona chase cars by M2. But this is your second. So these are your first ever Dodge Daytona driver chase cars. So those are your first 4 colors, guys. Your red, your blue, your green, then the pink. So, the last one I have to show you guys today is the CUDA once again. And this actually, I'm not sure what release this is from. This is actually on the package here on the platform. It says R49. I don't think it's release 49, but it very well could be, because you got to figure, like, these guys here, these two were released in 2008. Then like 2009, maybe not 2008 exactly, maybe like 2010, because I don't think the driver series came out in the first year or two. Actually, yeah, this was released in 09, as you could see on the bottom, 2009 cast line. So, anyway, so the driver series came out like a year after Detroit Muscle and Autothenics and so on. But anyways, yeah, that was something that I would say they released, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 releases a year, possibly. So this could possibly be R49. So it may be correct. But this is after they started putting like retailers' names and such on the cars, like sponsors, making them look like drag cars, which is kind of cool. I like the more conservative, like, one color paint job, and then if you do have stripes, make sure they're like factory, like the billboards on the CUDA, or the blacked out, well, now white out hoods on the Mopars and such. That stuff I really like. But this is cool too, because it gives you that look of like a pro stock, super stock type of car. And this is the only one I have in purple. And once again, they've done purple quite a few times. I think 2 or 3 times. The only ones I don't think they've repeated yet, I don't remember seeing blue for a second time. It could have appeared, but I don't remember. But anyways, let's get this purple one out of the package. And anyways, they've done orange. That's what they're on right now, I think, is orange. Because there's actually a Mopar one that I would like to get my hands on. It's an orange 71 Charger RT, orange tires, white trim, etc. Then prior to that, I think, was green, once again, but a little bit darker green than your lime green here. And then there was a 70 Camaro, I think, in that lineup. So that's the last two segments of colors, was like a darker green than this, then orange. So they do switch it up, and that's what I really do dig about this series, is because it looks like a bag full of Skittles. It reminds me of Mopar. I mean, it's basically like Mopar has their high impact colors, and then M2 did this. So this looks like a typical Mopar parking lot at the dealership. So this doesn't really look out of place except for the colored tires and white trim. But these high impact colors, I could have these guys sitting over there in front of Mr. Norm's and nobody would think twice about it, because as you can see, all the vibrant colors of the stock cars right there. So definitely looks like Mopars to me. So that's, I think, one of the reasons that I really dig this series, is just the high impact colors, the colored tires, and the white trim. Usually I would prefer gold or chrome trim, but the white trim goes nicely against these vibrant colors. So I do kind of dig that too. So then it kind of matches with the white interior and so on. Then they have the white engines and blah, blah, blah. So everything that is not rubber or metal is white. So the tires are color matched to the body, whatever color it is. Then all the plastic except for the base is white. And that's another money saver for M2 on these cars. They were plastic based, but hey, as I said, these were the cheaper lineup for people like the, I guess you could say, consumer or conservative money penny pinching person, collector, that they would have this lineup to buy. But to be honest with you guys, I kind of prefer this lineup without the opening doors, because it does make the body lines perfect without opening doors. Opening hoods I don't mind so much. Like with Green Light, they look pretty good with just opening hoods. Some cars nowadays don't even have opening hoods. Johnny Lightning also. M2, they have the opening doors, but sometimes it's not so great because it doesn't line up too well. But it's okay. I mean, in some cases, I could say I haven't had many cases where the doors are really screwed up, but sometimes. So I prefer the sealed shut type of doors. Some people like it with the opening doors because it adds more detail and you can see the interior, which that I agree on. Just sometimes it's kind of hurts the body lines if the mold doesn't push them out perfect, I guess you could say. So even this, as you notice on this one, it has actually purple tinted windows. That was another feature that they started doing later on with these cars, is adding the purple tint, but, well, the colored tint, depending on what color your car was. So that's pretty cool on this one too. So there he is. So, excuse me guys. This is your lineup for this Wednesday chase car video. And hope you enjoyed it. That way you kind of get a look at all of the first colors, a little bit of history behind them, and when they switch cars and what kind of cars you're looking for. So up until the pink, I know the history, but after that, I kind of lost track of them. But so you know that at least in the first 10 you have, or the first 9, 4 of them are Mopars. Then up until I think it's like release 15, you had 2 more Mopars. So you had like 6 Mopars in the first, I think 14, something like that. It would have been. So not too bad for Mopar. No, for Mopar guys like me. So anyways, as I said, later on I'll try to accumulate some of the other ones in the first colors, try to complete the sets. But right now, I'm sticking with the Mopars. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. And anyways, if you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Please remember to give me a thumbs up. And please comment. If you have any questions, please ask. I will get back to you ASAP. And if you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments. And then on Saturday for a free-for-all weekend, we will be unboxing some Hot Wheels Garage Series trucks. This is from the older Garage Series from 2011. And we do have some exclusives from the box sets, like the Walmart box set and the Toys R Us box set. So primarily we're focusing on the 70 Dodge Power Wagon and the 70 Chevy Blazer. So we've got a few of them in store for you on Saturday. So make sure you tune back in for that. That's one you don't want to miss because we have some of the rare J-Case cars we will be featuring in this video too. So please remember to tune back in. I appreciate all of my subscribers. Appreciate all of you guys watching. So I will talk to you on Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your week.